Is it sheer madness to consider bringing back a grizzled veteran in a league obsessed with youth and speed? Or is it a stroke of genius that could provide the steady hand the Toronto Maple Leafs desperately need? After a tumultuous offseason marked by significant roster changes, the Leafs find themselves at a crossroads, and the whispers are growing louder. Perhaps it's time to revisit a familiar face, a player who embodies the very essence of playoff grit and cost-effective veteran leadership. For years, it's felt like an unwritten rule in Toronto. The Maple Leafs always find a way to bring in a cheap, experienced step forward, a seasoned pro who can provide invaluable wisdom and occasional flashes of brilliance without breaking the bank. Think back to Jason Spezza, who gracefully transitioned from a star player to a beloved, near-league minimum contributor, eventually moving into the front office. He set the mold, demonstrating the profound impact a veteran presence can have, not just on the ice, but within the locker room and the organization's culture. After Spezza hung up his skates, the torch was passed, and last year, it was Max Pacioretty who stepped into that crucial role. Now, as the dust settles on an offseason that saw the departure of a franchise cornerstone in Mitch Marner, the question isn't just that the Leafs need that steady hand, but whose hand it should be. And the answer, surprisingly, might just be the very same veteran who proved his worth last season. Max Pacioretty, at 36 years old, joined the Maple Leafs last season on a professional tryout, a testament to his determination and the team's cautious optimism. He wasn't the explosive scorer of his prime, but he quickly proved he wasn't as broken as a typical mid-30s NHLer. In 37 regular season games, he tallied 5 goals and 13 points. While these numbers might not jump off the stat sheet, they belie a deeper impact. Pacioretty brought veterans poise, a willingness to go to the dirty areas, and a shot that, even at his age, could still find the back of the net in crucial moments. He was a reliable presence, a professional who understood his role and executed it with quiet efficiency. But it was in the crucible of the playoffs where Pacioretty truly elevated his game, reminding everyone why experienced players are so invaluable when the stakes are highest. There were moments, especially during that intense first series, where the outcome felt primarily dictated by Pacioretty's contributions. He found another gear, a competitive fire that burned brighter under pressure. His ability to rise to the occasion, to perform when the lights were brightest, was a stark contrast to some of the team's other struggles. It was almost as if the postseason atmosphere itself invigorated him, unlocking a higher level play that was nothing short of remarkable. This isn't just about statistics. It's about the intangible quality of a player who thrives when the pressure is immense, a quality that is often the difference between success and failure in the playoffs. Now, a year older, some might argue that Pacioretty has taken his foot off the proverbial gas even further. And yes, Father Time is undefeated, but the Maple Leafs, with a substantial turnover after Mitch Marner's departure to the Vegas Golden Knights, could desperately use a steady hand like Pacioretty's. John Tavares is undoubtedly still a vital leader, a captain who embodies professionalism and dedication. But in a dressing room that will feature new faces and potentially a new dynamic, bringing in another older forward who can guide this newly formed team into more success couldn't hurt. In fact, it could be absolutely essential. Imagine the value of having another voice in the room, a player who has seen it all, who understands the ebb and flow of an NHL season, and who can mentor younger players navigating the pressures of playing in Toronto. An expert might tell you that while analytics often favor youth, the human element of veteran leadership is immeasurable. It's about setting an example, providing calm in the storm, and instilling a winning mentality. Pacioretty brings that in spades. He's not just a player. He's a living, breathing example of what it takes to have a long, successful career in the NHL. His presence alone could help stabilize a team that is undergoing a significant transition, ensuring that the new pieces integrate seamlessly and the team maintains its competitive edge. Of course, the Maple Leafs do currently have a slight logjam of forwards, a common challenge for any team trying to balance talent, contracts, and roster spots. But this doesn't mean Pacioretty needs to sign immediately. The beauty of a veteran free agent like him is the flexibility he offers. With potential injuries inevitably cropping up throughout a grueling 82-game season, or some younger players underperform and face demotion or trade, the opportunity for Pacioretty to return becomes clearer. He could, For instance, join training camp on professional tryout, proving his fitness and readiness without committing to a full contract. Or he could simply stay in shape, waiting for the opportune moment when the Leafs inevitably need an experienced forward, perhaps signing him to a contract before next year's trade deadline. This strategic timing would not only keep him eligible for the playoffs, but would also be a wonderful mid-season acquisition, providing a timely boost when the team needs it most. It's a low-risk, high-reward proposition that aligns perfectly with the Leafs' historical approach to veteran depth. This isn't just about filling a roster spot. It's about adding a specific type of value. Pacioretty's ability to elevate his game in the postseason, his leadership qualities, and his willingness to play for a team-friendly deal make him an almost ideal candidate for what the Maple Leafs need right now. They need a steady, experienced hand on this roster, someone who can bridge the gap between the past and the future, someone who understands the weight of expectations in Toronto, and someone who can still deliver when it matters most. His return wouldn't be a splashy headline, but it could be one of the most impactful, understated moves of the offseason, providing the kind of stability and playoff pedigree that championship teams are built upon. So, what are your thoughts on bringing Max Pacioretty back to the Maple Leafs? Do you think his veteran presence is exactly what this transitioning team needs, or should they focus solely on younger talent? Let us know your opinions in the comments below. And if you believe in the power of veteran leadership as much as we do, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more in-depth analysis and breaking news from around the league.